SteamDolls is a game that I backed on Kickstarter. It's been several years in the making now. It's one of its claim to fame was that they got David Hayter, the guy that does Solid Snake in Metal Gear, to play one of the characters. It's a 2D Metroidvania. It's been a long time coming. But this is a brand new demo. The old demo was taken down today. We were warned about it as Kickstarter backers yesterday or potentially the day before. I don't know. Time is a construct. I'm going to try this new... I hope this is the new demo. I think this is the new demo. It was what was linked to me. I'm going to try this and see what it's like. I can't remember what the previous demo was like. I'm hoping this shows that it's pretty close to completion, because as I said, it's been a good long while waiting for this one. So we've got this cool...
Has an expiration date.
There we go, there's the voice that you know and love.
After the Great Collapse, society was born anew in fear and loathing. Zealots took power and failed yet again to learn from the past.
That's very muffled.
At the very core of the state. People turned into mindless puppets.
It's 21st century Britain. Ah.
The man behind the mask will stand before them and finish what they started. Whispering chaos and destruction as they sink into oblivion. Tonight, I take my first steps towards my grand plan, and it will be magnificent.
It's somewhat V for Vendetta
Flashing through their skin
in
to
terms of its
expose the sins
stylings.
of the world.
And it's got this lovely kind of pulp overwritten, but still quite concise language.
That was a nice speech. Very moving.
Always listening. Always yapping.
Better get used to it. I'm here to stay. Chop chop.
Okay, so we have got good feeling jump, nice landing effects. We've got some air attacks. The air attack doesn't interrupt our movement in... Okay, it's doing that when I'm hitting the wall, but it doesn't feel like I'm hitting the wall. That's weird. We've got dodge on right trigger, or R2. We've got nothing on R1. That's L1, which is a cool effect. It's randomized as well. It's not just a still graphic that's put on with emotion on it. It's actually... It's a randomized glitch effect. That's interesting. I don't know what it's for. Nothing on select... no, nothing on the touchpad. Nothing on select either. Start brings up our menu screen. Our options and our map. We can zoom out in steps. I quite like a stepped zoom on a map, purely because it means that I can get screenshots of stuff nice and easily. Vault over obstacles with a smile. Yeah, so that seems to happen when I hit something. Tear through villains with escape. Okay, so we don't have gamepad prompts. That's a bit of an issue. Blasting your foes will grant you blue spheres. Look for them to refill your blue power gauge. Yeah, I don't know what this effect is, but it feels weird. It's happening if we're hitting a collider, I think. A solid except it's not happening there. But it is happening there. I'm a bit confused. Is this hitting them? Okay, so that's R1. And that was indeed quite brutal. Yeah, I don't like this effect. I don't know what they're going for. Do I need to tell you how ladders work? No. No, I can work ladders out. Yeah, I think it's supposed to represent the fact that you're hitting a solid object. And because your blades are kind of energy blades, it doesn't necessarily make sense to give you that little bit of knockback that you might have in something like Hollow Knight.
Being discreet has perks. Approach an enemy undetected and kill him on the spot.
Okay, stealth.
You know me so well.
Snake! Snake! Oh, you just hit them. You just hit them in the back. I don't know what button that is. Yeah, it seems. Crouch and press escape, but it's crouch and jump. What are the default key bindings for this? Pause the game to look at your map. That's a nice enough map. Don't like the scan lines on it, but I never like scan lines on maps. Oh. Yeah, it's weird. The sense of impact isn't there despite this flashy effect. Save points? Save points. Oh, ooh. Those do not look like that you can stand on them. You can, but they look a little bit. Yeah. I don't like this effect at all. I don't understand its purpose. It's a bit too large. Enable focus on glowing points by pressing escape. Oh, is that's left bumper.
Apparently, Roche Sombre hired multiple teams to work on the new wing of a homeless shelter. The latest foreman does not seem fond of his superiors, though. Lab coat assholes always telling me what to do. Lab coats. For a homeless shelter, something doesn't add up.
Okay, so has that hacked the door for us? It has. feels like we could do with more variety in terms of the attack sounds. That's a nice parallax.
The target will board that ship soon. I must gain higher ground.
It's very growly. Oh, that's an enemy. Okay. Can attack through walls. Right, we can't reach up there. So I guess... Okay. Oops. Okay, circle is heal. It's an instant heal, which is nice. The animation for attack feels like it's a bit delayed. You're gonna turn around? Yeah, the animation on attacking is... It doesn't look right. It feels like the hitbox for it gets created before the animation goes off. So it feels like the animation could do with speeding up. It's a one-way wall, I would think. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. I would say that some of the scenery looks a little bit too backgroundy. Danger, bear traps. I'd say that I'm going to make a comparison here to Soul Devourer, a game which I played the demo for reasonably recently before I was taken into hospital. One of the comments that I made about Soul Devourer was that for the speed we were running, the run animation didn't work, we weren't leaning, our character wasn't leaning forwards far enough for the movement speed that we were running. Whereas this actually has the opposite issue. We're not moving fast enough for a character leaning forwards like this. We should actually be moving probably, I'd say, 10 to 20% faster at least, in order to match this, the kind of pose of the running here. And it's difficult to judge this stuff, but it's something that you want to do pretty early, obviously, because it affects the look of the game. But yeah, we're not moving fast enough for this run animation. Whoa, okay. Not much in the way of iframes there. Yeah, it feels like we should be moving a chunk faster. I assume it's kept open the shortcuts. Yes. Right. We are stood in front of this thing on the floor. Ooh. Except we're not always stood in front of this thing on the floor. But when we attack, the swipe animation goes behind it, even though we're in front of it. That needs... I mean, it's a tiny detail, but it's an obvious one. That needs fixing. And when we jump and land, we land behind it and then clip through the front of it. It's probably on the same Z plane that we are, the same sorting layer. I'm assuming this is Unity, I can't remember. It doesn't look like we've got any iframes. Do I need to do something with this? I just... I don't... I don't see what this is helping me with. What is the useful information here? That there's some Wi-Fi that's connecting wirelessly? Am I supposed to interact with this somehow? Am I missing something in the controls? Focus, finisher, roll dash, scratcher. No, the swap character. We don't get any iframes, so we can get stun locked. Again, for a game that has been in production for this long, in all honesty, I would have hoped that it would be in a better feeling place than this. This feels... This feels quite rough. Okay, so I have to hit the elevator switch.
Well, he was in my way.
I think I like what they're going for, but the lack of clarity. How do I get the lift to go down? So what did this do? Did this turn on that switch up there? And I can't get the elevator to come back down, so I've got to run round with my really slow run. I guess.
Lab coats running a homeless shelter. That's very suspicious.
Didn't you already say that?
That makes it twice as suspicious.
Yes. Okay, so this doesn't seem to be connected to anything. Oh, this one's in the foreground. Was the other one in the foreground? Oh, it was. Ooh, a glowing thing. Okay. Oh.
Oh, come on.
Come on, what? Don't get me wrong, I don't mind... Oh, okay, so these things get back up. Again, these things are all on different layers. And all the same layer, and I'm just clipping through them. Yeah, the lack of iframes means that we're just going to get shot to death quite a lot, I think.
Have you considered changing your career path? You're so gifted at this.
Don't. Just don't.
I'm going to pause for a second here. That is the kind of dialogue that a player who doesn't understand the mechanics of what is going on might feel quite condescending. I think the issue that we may have here is that the developer knows exactly what is going on and has been working at this for so long that they have potentially forgotten what the new player experience might be like. Yeah, somebody going into Elden Ring for the first time who's heard all these amazing things about Elden Ring, Game of the Year, etc., etc., is probably going to be quite confused. Or would probably be quite confused if the game didn't do a pretty good job, which I think Elden Ring does. It is the most accessible Souls game. It does a good job of explaining the systems and what is going on. I have no idea what these things are and why I'm hitting them. I just know that they change colour. Wireless?
How do I know that you're not one of them? Getting right. I could say the same thing about you. I can't take any chances. What makes you think I can? Stay where you are. Drop the gun. You drop it. Don't.
They both shoot each other to death. I want to absorb myself in the story. I am fine with not understanding the story elements. The problem is the gameplay mechanics have also felt very poorly explained. Oh, we got friendly fire. We are not. Yeah. This isn't very good. I've been trying to put off saying it, but it's not very good. God, we're miles away from another. Why have we only had this one save point as well? It's a nice map. I like the map. I don't know how useful it is. It doesn't tell you a lot. Also, I'm pressing right there and it's scrolling down, so that's an issue. Feels like it's got some inertia on it. Yeah, combat feels meh. The run speed is off. This weird effect that we get when we hit collision just looks. Enemies can turn round mid-animation, which is a big no-no as far as I'm concerned. This feels a little bit style over substance. Like, we got David Hayter for this. But what you haven't yet got is engaging gameplay. I'm not having fun because I don't understand the gameplay mechanics because they've been poorly explained, and the ones that I do understand, like the being no iframes, see, he just turned round. How am I supposed to stealth? That's a cool animation. I really like that. But it's the only thing that the combat has going for it in terms of its feel. Yeah, he just turns around automatically. How am I supposed to stealth up behind him? You see how the animation comes out after the hit effects? Yeah, this feels really rough for a game that's been in development for what, over 3 years, I think, at this point. Is this supposed to be doing something? Look, I'm really trying not to use this illness as a crutch for my own lack of understanding. My own lack of understanding of game mechanics and stuff like that. But I really haven't got a clue what this game is going for and is trying to get me to do here. Am I connecting up? It's like, I'm sure the developer can run through this in 20 seconds because they know exactly what it all means and what it's doing, but as the first time player, this is so poorly explained. Because I don't know what these things are that I'm hitting and why I'm hitting them.
All set.
Huh? But I hit that one before.
Hell is designing the security measures anyway.
See, that comes across as kind of a flippant meta joke. But actually it just comes across as the trying to excuse the fact that that was really badly done. Wonderful. So you fade out of into darkness on. Why the buzzsaws? What? This flash effect is awful. Why is it here? You've had 38 minutes of my time, SteamDolls, and you are still clunky and stiff and rough. The only thing that this has going for it right now is that I like the aesthetic, I like the hints at narrative, but the actual gameplay is just dull and basic and poorly explained. You know, I like this idea of, oh, you've got this scanning mechanic, that could be cool, but I don't understand what I've just done with it. Were they just switches for a door? Is this going to be a boss?
Detected. Possible corruption. Neutralizing threat.
Why has it not neutralised me?
Have a swell day.
Swell?
Did you see that laser? Oh,
That wasn't a laser, that was lightning.
You should be more concerned by the fact that you are also organic matter.
Thank you, genius.
Please remain motionless.
No. Warning. The hitbox is all manner of wonky. I'm assuming this is doing what I... Did I win? I won. Okay.
Could you make less noise when you're blowing things up?
I still want that laser.
Noise.
Convenient.
Okay. I like the snarky scripts. I like the snarky script. That's something I will give praise for. The way the game judders when it saves is in need of some more optimization. I assume it's writing to some kind of save file. Metrovania power! I hope. Because this game desperately needs something. Double jump, probably. Oh, a dash. Ability acquired. Dash. Press these buttons. Yeah, that's quite a long dash. It is specifically an air dash as well. Okay, so he didn't turn round. Gee, guy's got some health. Okay, he fell through the terrain and then exploded. Okay, so that's linked to the door. Riveting combats. Ew. See, the visuals are really interesting. I'm intrigued as to what is going on, but the gameplay is so blur. Transitions between rooms need some work as well. Huh? Is that just a transition screen? Yeah, it just doesn't look like I'm hitting these enemies. This is so basic. Oh, that's not a ledge. Hold on, it looks like we're going to get some kind of shooty power. Plasma knives. Plasma knives can activate out of reach switches, but you can also use them as weapons. Swap sub-weapons with the smiley face emoji. Why is this a thing? Why are these prompts not working? After 3+ years of development. Hold on. Let me just check Kickstarter. Oh no, this project was successfully funded on 2nd of July 2020. So it's not 3+ years of development, it's 4+ years of development at this point, and this is what we've got. I've got to go through this way again because you can't jump back up. Don't get me wrong, I didn't spend a lot of money on this Kickstarter, and if this is what we've got to show for it after 4 years, I'm glad that the previous demo that I played kind of tempered my expectations a chunk. But this is just full of baffling just baffling game design choices. Yeah, those transitions just aren't smooth. Is there any point to me fighting enemies? Okay, so you have to swap between your knives and your heels.
He just wasn't pushing it with enough conviction.
What? This isn't really feeling like a level. Why is that not working? Huh? I can't use my plasma knives anymore. Have they broken? I think they're broken. Yeah, I can't use my heel or or anything. What a mess. 4+ years of development, and all I can see here is a product that will never live up to the promise of what the Kickstarter looked like it was going to be. It is a clunky, poorly explained, poor feeling mess, elevated only slightly by an interesting enough script of banter between David Hayter and whoever's doing Gabriel. I like the sass between them, but it's done nothing for me in terms of its gameplay or its mechanics. Its dash feels okay, I guess, but it's hard to do a dash wrong unless you look at, Yars Rising, which did it wrong, or Hunter X, which did it wrong. The run animation is bad. The combat is basic beyond belief and doesn't feel like it's connecting right. The weird screen flash that happens every time you hit a collidable object is weird. You have no iframe, so you can get shot to death and stun locked really easy from it. Your hitbox when you are attacking clearly damages the enemy before the animation even starts playing. I just don't understand what this game is going for. I was sorry, I'm just going to do this without the game on in the background. There were backer messages not too long ago which made it clear that they were really kind of hyping up towards probable release. But I just I don't know. I don't know what they are going for, what they are working for. It just feels shit. Frankly, it feels bad. But as I said, I didn't back this at a high tier or anything. What did I spend on this? What was my pledge? €20 on the 13th of June 2020. So 17 quid. I don't know whether they are planning on releasing this anytime soon. I hope not. But yeah, this is called the SteamDolls concept demo. Why they are doing a concept demo 4 years after the Kickstarter. A concept implies, oh, we're trying to work some things out. This is kind of what we're aiming for. It's like, you should be well past that by this point. Enter the world of SteamDolls in this narrative-driven stealth meets action adventure featuring a star-studded voice cast, including David Hayter. The concept demo features an introductory prologue and acts as a teaser for the wider SteamDolls universe. The trouble is, it's not introducing anything in a very good way. It's not introduced the mechanics very well. It's not particularly introduced the characters. The opening cinematic was nice and all, but there's nothing here for me to recommend in terms of, oh, have you tried that? What was it like? What was it really good? It's like, no, it's kind of meh. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you very much for watching. Apologies that there wasn't anything more exciting or that there wasn't more praise that I could heap onto this, but I just have to hold out hope that that there's plenty of time for more polish. But as of right now, the game feel, the feel of movement, of attacking, of the basics feel bad. It feels unresponsive. It feels like it lacks impact, and yet it has screen flashy effects to show it. It's very strange. You'll need to try it, I think, to figure out or to get the gist of what I am trying and poorly explaining here. SteamDolls concept demo. Yeah. Thanks for watching, folks. Stay safe. Stay fabulous. Cheerio.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.